Welcome to a plumber's views on life, work, and balance. My name is Rudy Uribe Jr., and I'm fortunate to be the Director of Talent Acquisition and a self-help trainer for Rudy.uribe Plumbing. All of my podcasts are less than 5 minutes and hopefully bring home a point that can help you improve your life. I'm a big believer in karma. What goes around comes around, the good and the bad, so let's avoid the bad and start shooting for the good. This podcast is entitled Our Hero. I woke up this morning to the horrible news of the mass shooting in Las Vegas. That's just the way the news is. It covers events we consider newsworthy. But every once in a while, I hear a feel-good story that reinforces my belief that most people are inherently good. No doubt we will hear of heroic acts from average people who helped others in Las Vegas. But last week, we received a phone call from a woman who saw one of our techs doing something remarkable, and I'd like to share that with you. She told us that about 6:30 in the morning, she saw an elderly man lying in the street and that he was having trouble getting up. He also appeared to be blind. She said there were 4 lanes of traffic and no one was stopping to assist. Here's a commentary. I find it incredulous that no one would stop to help this man. I guess the good news is at least they avoided trying to hit him, but I digress. The woman said she was about to call 911 when she saw one of our Ruder Hero vans. Gilbert Vela, one of our technicians, stopped and got out to assist him. The caller said Gilbert tried to get him off the ground but was having a difficult time. She said Gilbert finally took hold of the man and dragged him to safety. He then stopped traffic and went back into the street to get the man's cane. The woman said she was so deeply moved that she started to cry. She said she would like to thank Gilbert and that this is the type of person she would want to help her when things go wrong at her home. Gilbert Vela did what any of us driving past that man should have done. He stopped to help someone in trouble. But why didn't the others? I think all too often we don't want to get involved because this simple act of heroism, this simple act of kindness could have turned into an all-day ordeal. The man could have been injured and needed medical attention. He might not have been able to stand and walk. Helping this man could have taken hours, and so many of us might justify leaving him there because we have to get to work and we can't be late. None of that mattered to Gilbert. He got this person to his feet and sent him on his way. The man was more than capable of getting around. It turned out he just happened to stumble and lost his bearings and lost his cane. If this woman hadn't called us, we would never have known what Gilbert did. He helped this person and then went about his business. I got choked up when I heard this story. I asked myself, what if that had been my dad lying on the street, blind and unable to get up, and no one would stop to help? How terrifying it must have been for this gentleman listening to the cars whizzing by there, wondering if someone was going to hit him. At the top of this podcast, I talk about good and bad karma. Gilbert will have good things come his way, not because of what he did, but because he's a good person. What goes around comes around, Gilbert. I know you didn't do this to get something in return, but that's how karma works. You will be blessed and rewarded. And I, for one, am proud to say, I work with that guy. I'm Rudy Uribe Jr.